We're here on TV 18. Thanks for joining us this morning. Tim Nicklas, our favorite historian, is here. Grand County Historical Association, bringing lots of fun things.
Lots of fun things. That's just the tip of the iceberg.
But first, how's your summer?
Summer's been great.
Yeah?
Flies by as usual.
Right,
Never get enough hiking and biking in, but it's been a good summer.
Good.
And yours?
Busy as ever.
Yeah,
I know.
It's been a busy summer.
It has. It didn't really start really fast and...
I know.
Yeah, but it's been good.
It's been good.
And now we're going to have the epic winter.
That's what I hear.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is it trending
it's
correctly?
Trending. I think so.
Okay.
Lots of snow.
Right. I hope so. Dive in. Tell me what you brought me.
All right. So I brought some things regarding President Eisenhower's visits to Fraser.
Cool.
He was a frequent visitor to Fraser. He'd come once a year to go on a fishing vacation like everybody else. Yeah. He would visit his friend Axel Nilsson, who owned the Byers Peak Ranch.
Okay.
And they would stay there. It was truly a vacation. It was not a work thing or anything else. It was a true vacation he would come out for.
Huh.
So,
Who knew?
He would come to Colorado a lot. He had ties here. His wife, Mamie, was from Denver, born and raised in Denver.
Wow.
So that was his connection.
Yeah.
So here I've got some photos.
Cool.
These photos are extraordinary because they were taken by Dwight Miller, who owned Idlewild Ski Area.
Okay.
And he had special access to the president because they housed the Secret Service.
Wow.
So he and his wife and their daughter Martha were playing with the president and the president's grandson.
Jeepers. Can you imagine?
Yeah. So this photo here, that is
the president.
The president with his grandson.
Jeepers.
And swinging a golf club.
That's crazy. So, right here in Fraser.
Right here in Fraser at Byers Peak Ranch.
Why did he come here to fish?
Because his friend Axel Nielsen owned the
and so
Byers
more
Peak
or less coincidence or that it was his property here and
exactly. They'd like to hang out together.
Cool.
And so that was their connection. And the president loved to fly fish. So great fly fishing, we know.
Who knew?
Cool.
Well,
that's why we have Eisenhower in Fraser.
In Fraser, the
road.
Street.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this photo
wow.
is Eisenhower in the middle of downtown Fraser.
These
were all taken
crazy.
in 1955.
Okay.
And so what I find so extraordinary about this is how close everybody is to the president. I mean, could you imagine that today? There's no way. No way. Now, you can see the Secret Service guy lurking right there. You know, there's no doubt who he is. Yeah. Kind of sticks out. And the press corps. But it's amazing how close they get.
Yeah.
So I've got a few others of Eisenhower in downtown Fraser.
Fun.
And then here's him meeting the press corps out there at Byers Peak Ranch.
Cool. So how many years did he come out? And
so we know he was coming out since at least 1948 when he was General Eisenhower, Supreme Allied Commander. And then he would come out here just like when he was president. And then the big time that everybody noticed him for the first time, I mean, I'm sure they noticed him as General Eisenhower. He was worldwide hero. But when they really took note of him was he came out in 1952 as he was running for president.
Got it.
And Nixon came out because he was running for vice president. And Hoover, former President Hoover joined them. So it was quite something. There's more of him at
Fraser's famous.
Ranch. This is my favorite photo of this collection that Dwight took. This is Eisenhower staring down, smiling at little Martha Miller, the daughter of Dwight and Jean Miller. So
here, we're going to get this on camera.
Such a great one.
That's crazy. Yeah. I can't imagine being her and looking back at this and claim to fame.
Claim to fame.
That is so cool. What else?
And then the last photo I have here is with Jean Miller, very young Jean Miller. And Martha Miller and Eisenhower's grandson.
Oh my gosh! So fishing, he came out to fish.
Yes.
Have we had other famous people come out and fish? Probably.
Well, I'm absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, Grand Lake for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
I know that William Jennings Bryan went to Grand Lake in the early 20th century.
Okay.
His son, I believe it was, got married there. So,
Wow.
you know, and so yeah, famous people have been coming out here.
Right.
Forever.
Right. We're not just a little tiny town.
Then there are these Sky High News.
I
from
love
when
that this
they
is
came
still.
out. And here we had the honor of meeting Eisenhower. This is like a big deal. You know, it's got the big headline over on the left-hand side where everyone reads, and Eisenhower on the
From
front page.
1952.
Yes, meeting with the mayor of Granby.
Wow.
So one of the he got a lot of attention in 1952.
Cool. Yep.
So but it's really funny, you know. So big headline on the left-hand side of the page, and he's still in there in 1953 when he comes out, 1954 when he comes out, 1955. But the funny thing is, by 1955, they've kind of gotten used to Eisenhower coming out to Fraser, so they shift his headline over to the right-hand side, make it smaller, and it competes with the headline, "Construction on new Phillips 66 station started." I mean, how's that for hilarious? I mean, you know, you think the president coming out and no picture, small article. I mean, it's a real small article. I mean, it's only 3 paragraphs. So.
Right underneath it, it's about something about flowers.
Kremling
Flowers and Art Show, very successful.
the big news story of the day is construction on new Phillips 66 station started.
That's crazy. In 1955.
Yeah. And then a few days later, after Eisenhower had left, is this really obscure article that a lot of people don't know about, but the Air Force and the Secret Service were in Granby, at the Granby Airport, inspecting it for to land Air Force One there. And they actually gave it the go-ahead. They gave it the green light. And a few days after this happened, Eisenhower had a heart attack while playing golf at Cherry Hills Golf Course in Denver. And he was never able to come back to Fraser because of the elevation. You know? How
cool would that have been? Air Force One landing?
I know. In Granby.
Wow.
Probably bigger than the whole town.
We're going to take a quick break. We're talking with Tim about the history of Fraser and Eisenhower coming out. Grand County Historical Association representing here, Tim is. We'll be back here on TV 18.